Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I left my little fire ant tender out here. Pretty neat little neck knife, or I mean you could do whatever you wanted to with it, I guess. I have it set up as a neck knife. This is the Anchovy from Angler Knives, made by Jeff Turner. It's a TNC machine shop, I think it is. I'll put it in the comments. I can't ever remember the name of it, but the machine shop is making them for angler knives, and it's pretty small. But there's an original anchovy, and it is the same size as this dude, but it has a epoxied jute wrap on it, which is pretty cool, and a black Kydex sheath is like the original version of it. This is Magnacut. See, there's the machine shop logo right there, and the Angler Knives logo. But little Magnacut blades with 3D printed glow-in-the-dark scales and a 3D printed glow-in-the-dark sheath, and they glow pretty good. There's some pictures of it on my Instagram, all glowing in the dark. And what I done when I got it is I put it on glow-in-the-dark. It's not really paracord because it's only 155 pound breaking strength, but this is just the mantle. I take the current out of it, and this also glows in the dark. I added a small piece with a Whoiscitizene mini glow nut on there, just a little extra to hold on to when you're doing stuff, and it helps to remove it too. Uh-oh, putting it backwards. I can just pull it out when it's around my neck like that. And on the sheath, I added a wazoo toggle, ferro rod toggle on there, and a small glow stick or chem light, and I made a little tiny awl for it. Doesn't, when you're poking holes, you know, depending on what you're working on, if you don't need to poke holes in anything that's not, you know, super thick, if it's fairly thin, you don't need much business end. So I made a lot more handle. Come on, bro. Come on, phone. A lot more handle on this guy, and it's 1/8" CRV tool steel, and she lives just kind of on the back side and rides around like that. Pretty cool piece. 61 Rockwell on the hardness. It's very small. So just to give an example, so you can visually see it, you're looking about 2.5 inches overall length, the entire thing. Only about 1 inch of blade on there. I don't know what it weighs. It weighs really next to nothing. But it cuts really well. So depending on what your plans are, you really wouldn't need a whole lot more than this. If you're cutting string, just, you know, paracord, whatever, this will cut it. Basic EDC use, if you're cutting something open, whatever, this will do it. Bags are very thin. String is not very big. You know, you figure as long as you can, I'd probably cut that in one go. You don't need a whole lot of actual edge to cut stuff with. You know, as long as you can use it safely and it's sharp, you can get a lot done with something like this. The glow in the dark part is just super awesome, I think. I actually am considering getting orange. I'm going to talk to him at Blade Show tomorrow and see if I can get an orange on orange and use it for a zipper pull, maybe. I don't know, there's lots of different stuff you can do with it, but I'd like to take a smaller orange on orange one and put it in a few small survival kits. I don't have a breakaway clasp on here. Like I said, it's only a 155-pound test, and I'm not too worried about getting it caught around my neck and not being able to get out of it. I mean, yeah, it could totally happen, but I weigh 220 pounds, so we would give it a run for its money at a 155-pound test with all the guts took out of it anyway. And it's a knife. I could take the knife out and cut it off of me if I needed to. But anyway, Anchovy. Check them out. There's, I can't remember which all dual colors they had. They may have had blue, like blue 3D printed scales and blue 3D printed sheath. I know they had the OG glow color, the lime looking green, and a lot of other ones, orange, blue, may have been pink, and this color had black 3D printed sheaths. But the glow on glow I just thought was pretty fun. I'm actually, a bunch of people had said something about using one of these for a knife of the month. I think that's fun. We may do that. I'm going to talk to those guys tomorrow and see what they think about it. I've never met the folks at Angler before, and they actually just recently started following me on social media, so they're pretty new to the stuff that we do. I say we like I got a mouse in my pocket. Stuff that I do on my channel. So we'll see what we can do. They got a bunch of super cool knives too I've seen before. I don't have any of them other than this one. They make some other ones that would be a full size or a smaller full size tool. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate it. We'll go to Blade Show tomorrow and check out some stuff. I got to talk to some other people about some things that I would like to see become a reality, maybe. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to keep all that stuff under my hat, though, until we, figure some stuff out. But I appreciate the support. I'm trying to get better at doing these videos, but it's hard. I say a lot. I breathe real loud. But I'm trying. I appreciate all the folks coming to the bushcraftkelso.com for gizmos and gadgets. That's super cool. Since I've been doing my YouTube, I've seen an increase in people going to the store for this and that. Now, that's cool. That funds a lot of my knick-knack stuff that I get to do for the channel. Check out all of our older stuff at Bushcraft Kelso on the Instagram. And like I said, bushcraftkelso.com for gizmos and gadgets. Again, thanks. Maybe I'll see you at Blade Show tomorrow. Anchovy, Angler Knives. Later.